Well, I was a little pissed about a couple things.
I'm the realest rapper ever. I'm the realest white rapper ever. Not to know that Eminem would come, shortly after. At first, I didn't want to do it because I was so caught up in being.
I had some opportunity to really come back in the music business with the best. With the best. When they came to me, we sat there together and I was like, I had to say I can't because nobody had really done the balancing act of really still making music at a high level and making movies. Other than Cube.
Right. Something's got to give.
And Will, it was like, I was like, no, you just can't, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you made the right decision, huh?
Yeah,
I
still regret it.
Mark Wahlberg has apparently weighed in on the controversies surrounding P Diddy, and the internet is having a field day.
I had some opportunity to really come back in the music business with the best. With the best. When they came to me, we sat there together and I was like, I had to say I can't because nobody had really done the balancing act of really still making music at a high level and making movies. Other than Cube.
Right. Something's got to give.
And Will, it was like, I was like, no, you just can't, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you made the right decision, huh?
Yeah, I still regret it.
Mark Wahlberg is rumored to have said that he quit the rap industry because of Diddy. Yes, you heard right. The official story is that Marky Mark wanted to be a rapper, but chanced on acting because he wanted to make ends meet when he struggled to get his musical career off the ground. However, the unofficial story is that Wahlberg quit music because of Diddy and what he saw in the hip-hop industry. According to deepthroat sources, the excesses he saw at Diddy's house and in studios across the nation forced his decision to quit music and focus on movies.
That's why I don't be going to the puffy parties. They can hug you from the front and the back at the same time. What the fuck you talking about? Look, if you're into that, I'm fine with it. To each his own. I'm just saying this ain't my motherfucking kind of party. I like it. It's uncomfortable. I think I belong in the girls' bathroom. When shit like that is going on.
Initially, Mark Wahlberg wanted to follow in the footsteps of his older brother, Donnie Wahlberg, a founding member of the boy band New Kids on the Block. He was actually a member of the original band, but had to quit to pursue rap, his foremost passion. He founded Marky Mark and Funky Bunch with his friends Hector the Booty Inspector, Ashley Ace, and DJ T in 1991. The group went on to release the first project, Music for the People, earning a hit with their single Good Vibrations. Many fans started warming up to the new group and their rap as it resonated well with them. They also enjoyed another hit with their second single, Wild Side, which peaked at number 5 on the Billboard Hot Singles sales chart, getting a gold certification in the process.
I'm wondering if someone offered you to possibly, would Marky Mark make a reappearance?
Yes, under the right circumstances. Well, I don't know about that far. But for the right circumstance, and yes, for the right cause, absolutely.
If there was a charity event,
absolutely.
Would you be able to remember all the lyrics of all your songs?
All my songs? No.
At the time, things were going great for the group when they opened for the New Kids on the Block during their last tour. Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch began to spread their wings when they launched their own video game, but the venture received relative success compared to their music. Undeterred, the group released their second LP, You Gotta Believe. However, it didn't yield the success that their debut album achieved, getting only a minor hit single with their title track. Things began to go downhill for the group as they struggled to hit the initial heights they achieved when they first started. In 1992, Mark Wahlberg made things worse for the group when he co-signed Shabba Ranks' comments that gay people should be crucified.
People be living the way they feel like they want to live. And if you don't have a free will to move about, you got freedom of speech, freedom of opinion.
But he's got freedom of speech, but his freedom of speech is saying go and shoot gay people. Surely that's wrong.
Well, most definitely right now, from a forfeit the law of God Almighty, you deserve crucifixion. Most definitely. The Bible, I live by the concept of the Bible, which is the righteousness of every human being. And the Bible stated that man should multiply. The multiplication is done by a male and a female.
But that's absolute crap, and you know it.
No, I would never.
You can't advocate people going around shooting other people. Yeah. The Bible does not condone shooting people just because of their sexual proclivities.
Let's get on to something lighter, actually. Because
well, you can do what you want.
It's, you know, it's almost Christmas, and I'm getting into something biblical here. It's almost Christmas.
He relocated to Germany to revive his career, signing with East West Records and working with Prince Ital Joe. Their track United became a hit, and they released the remix album in 1995. Mark had served time in jail for attempting to eliminate Johnny Trin, a Vietnamese-American veteran who fought alongside the American forces in the Vietnam War. He was sentenced to 2 years in jail, but only served 45 days due to his release. Now a changed person, Marky Mark wanted to do music that would positively influence his fans and unite all the racial classes in America. However, his music label didn't want that. They wanted a street persona that would talk about sleeping with women, doing drugs, beefing with his mother, and calling out anybody who disagreed with him.
I had some opportunity to really come back in the music business with the best. With the best. When they came to me, we sat there together, and I was like, I had to say I can't, because nobody had really done the balancing act of really still making music at a high level and making movies. Other than Cube.
Right. Something's got to
and
give.
Will. It was like, I was like, no, you just can't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you made the right decision, huh?
Yeah, I still regret it.
In any case, it is not uncommon for the music industry to prefer artists with Diddy-like street vibes rather than a clean vibe. You see, Diddy has been a gangster for the longest time, and that is what probably made him last in the industry for so long. For starters, in December 1991, when Combs was only 22 and an intern at Uptown Records, the tone was set for some of the violence that would follow him throughout his career when a charity basketball game he was overseeing with Heavy D at a City University of New York gym in Harlem turned into a stampede that killed 9 people.
Then in 1991, there was the Heavy D and Puff Daddy celebrity basketball game.
City College tragedy.
Right. You were doing security that night.
Yes, I was.
That day, actually.
Yeah.
Okay. So from what I understand, and I've talked to a few people about this and read articles about it, that the event itself was oversold. There was all these kids who bought $20 tickets, and some of them were having trouble getting in, even the ones who had tickets.
Okay.
And then at one point, Mike Tyson shows up, LL Cool J shows up, and everyone starts going crazy and is trying to get into the building.
All right. What happened was that Puff first hired 18 of my guys to do the job for outside. That's what we did. The outside of clubs. You know, people, we did it for Tim Dognum, all the uptown parties and everything. My crew was thorough. I had Powerful, Slick, Noah, TJ, Bunny, just dudes that was known in the city. Then I hired some correction officers and a few cops also, that you don't have problems with people online. This particular day, Puff calls me the day before we supposed to do the party and say, yo, Gene, I don't need y'all to do the security outside. I got the FOIs to do it. All right. So I said, man, I just told 18 guys. He said, I just need 8. I said 8. And Slick, you know, who was, at this time I had left the same gang and went over to Slick and the Family, and I started Slick and the Family with my man, because me and D Ferg and them, we was cool and everything, but they was not allowing me to get the money that I was thinking of, all the things, the picnics, the parties and everything. So they didn't allow me to, they just only wanted to pay me to do the security. You know what I'm saying? They didn't want to, you know, him and Mike didn't want to break me into the fold and me put up a quarter of the money so we could do it together, so we could, you know, break down the things that I was thinking of. So I started the own group with Slick and the Family. So Slick said, don't worry about it, Gene. We just go there with the 8 guys and we just take the money and we just come back to the game room and just have fun. I said, yeah, all right, cool. So we shows up and I see that the people was already crowded out there and it was crazy. So I finagled my way in there, me and Slick and them. I said, yo, I told Puff right then and there, I say, Puff, if they don't do a boxing one outside and get these kids off the door, somebody gonna die tonight. He said, Gene, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. You just handle the stars once they come inside. So I said, yeah, all right then. So I did a walk around. So I walked around the top of the floor, went down the steps and went in the gym, and then came across the gym, and I seen that you can go up the steps and be right there at the front door. So everybody was coming in. You seen Dougie Fresh, Red Alert, they was on the mic. People start coming in and everything, it was cool. And then when LL Cool J and Mike Tyson showed up, that shit must have went pandemonium. They must have broke through the first doors where the FOIs was and came to the door where we was inside at. And it was a glass door that they were crowded at in the glass door, and people were steady pushing the people through the door, whereas that they pushed the people so hard that the glass broke and people fell through the glass doors at the top of the stairs. And when people fell through the doors at the top of the store, we grabbed this girl. You know, she was pregnant. We later found out that was Father MC's baby's mother. And she died that day with her baby inside her. And you could see that she was pregnant. You know what I'm saying? She had to be like 6 or 7 months pregnant. So we grabbed her and helped her up. And then she ended up going downstairs when we had got her out the way. So they got trapped down the stairs. After they broke through the first glass, they got trapped downstairs through the second door because Jessica had got scared. That was Puffy partner at the time, Jessica Rosenberg. She got scared, ran downstairs with the money box and shut the door behind her. And all those people got shut down in there and got trapped.
In the mid-1990s, Combs, then head of Bad Boy Records, was at the center of a deadly feud with West Coast rappers, primarily Suge Knight and Death Row Records.
All attention came from Puff and Suge Knight. Suge wanted Puff to have Big and them do a show. Puff wanted to get paid for Big doing the show. But Suge had did a whole lot of shit, free shit for Puff at one time. Because when Puff used to come out to California, before he could afford security, before he could afford it, Suge used to look out for the cat. You understand what I'm saying?
In April 1999, when Combs had become a full-fledged hip-hop mogul, he was busted for allegedly bashing record executive Steve Stout with a champagne bottle because Stout used unauthorized footage of Combs in a music video.
I told y'all, Steve Stout was the guy that was managing Trackmasters that was really responsible for, in my opinion, Reggie opinion, one of Tupac's biggest top 5 songs. I'll say top 5. Changes. He the one that kind of put that song together and worked with the vocals for the Greatest Hit album and made changes. So Steve Stout was hot. He's somebody that Jimmy Iovine took under his wing later. He had some runs on the East Coast for a while, but Jimmy ended up taking him under his wings and helped him out a lot. He kind of replaced the Suge, to be honest. He's also the gentleman that I told y'all some stories about where he was doing some stuff with TLC, and that the reason why Suge had to get involved with my girl Lisa Lopez, because he didn't like how, I think he was managing them or they were to the label or something. I'm not sure what it was, but I know he was heavily involved. And Suge never really cared for him. But the main thing that y'all know Steve Stout's for is he's the gentleman that Puffy got mad about the video when he was put on the cross and how, you know, you go and film something, then I think he said he wanted to talk to his reverend or his preacher or his pastor or something like that. And he told him that won't be a good look for him. And he kind of predicted that you're gonna have a downfall because of that, being on that cross. Maybe it's coming true in 2024. But Steve Stout is the gentleman that got assaulted by Puffy.
Later that same year, Combs, his then-girlfriend Jennifer Lopez, and his protege rapper Shine got into an argument with another patron at Club New York in Times Square, and gunfire broke out.
Former rapper Shine is speaking out and confirming that he, quote, was the fall guy for that 1999 club incident that involved Diddy and Jennifer Lopez. Before you guys start in the comments, we know we have all already believed that Shine took the fall. Allegedly, rumors have said that Shine received $1 million to serve 9 years in prison for this club incident. And the victim has been speaking out for years, but most recently because of all of the Diddy stories and drama and lawsuits, and said that Diddy's the one that did this to her.
I've been saying this all along. Everyone knew all along that I was the fall guy. Everyone knew that I was a young kid that took the falls. Until I got
court and never really pointed the finger at.
Yes, but what I'm saying is that was a decision that I made as a young man. I'm not going back on that. I'm not about to point the finger, no, I'm not.
Diddy has been evading the arm of the law for decades. However, the current legal trouble is making him an absent father. You see, his daughter Chance Combs recently graduated from high school, but Diddy was a no-show to the event.
I'm dealing with daddy emotions.
Daddy emotions probably running high as Diddy's daughter Chance Combs graduates high school, with one family member noticeably absent from the celebration.
I just find time to raise my children. They everything to me.
The biggest thing that's going on tonight is me bringing my daughter to this.
This was really unexpected, especially from Diddy, who has always made it his life's mission to show up and show out for his kids.
The noise for the young queens one time.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Baby, it's your birthday, yeah. Who's gonna love you?
Baby sister beat up. No driving me now. Oh nah, yeah. On brand, on brand, on brand. Happy birthday, Chin!
What's more, Diddy appears to be losing his empire. A few days ago, the hip-hop mogul sold his shares of Revolt.
God don't like ugly. Let's just start with that. Okay. Secondly, I think that this has been in process for some time since he stepped down from Revolt last year and since that initial lawsuit with Cassie. We know that his homes just got raided, and usually what comes to follow could be a complete freeze on his assets. And so that could be a motivation as to why he wanted to complete this sale so that he can become more liquid and have access to some cash. Now, the buyer is anonymous. They say that it is still going to be Black owned and that this buyer has a passion for Black culture. So not 100% sure what that means, but we should know who the buyer is in the coming weeks.
Aside from that, Howard University also decided to distance itself from him and rescind his honorary degree.
And even though I only completed 2 years here at Howard, it was the greatest 2 years of my life.
Puff Daddy gets a degree.
Congratulations, Dr. Combs.
So the downfall of Diddy continues. Howard University's board of directors voted today to rescind Diddy's honorary degree and return a $1 million donation. So according to the Hilltop Online, they said the board also voted on June 7th to terminate a 2023 pledge agreement worth $1 million that was never fulfilled by the Sean Combs Foundation, according to a university statement sent to Hilltop. Also, they said Howard will revoke all honors and privileges associated with Combs' 2014 Doctor of Humanities honorary degree, which includes being invited to participate in special events and occasions. Howard continues, they said Mr. Combs' behavior as captured in a recently released video is so fundamentally incompatible with Howard University's core values and beliefs that he is deemed no longer worthy to hold the institution's highest honor.
Amidst all these allegations, Diddy has decided to keep a low profile. In fact, people were shocked to realize that he is back in LA after being in Florida for a while.
Yo, Diddy, what's up, bro? Good, man. Happy Wednesday to you, bro. Thank you, man.
Yeah, it's not dissimilar to videos we've gotten of him walking around his neighborhood in Miami.
The difference is that he is now
back
gotten
in
on
LA.
a plane and come back to LA.
We don't know who he's talking to there, but I gotta say, given when you take the temperature right now of the way people feel having seen the Cassie video, it's bold to go out in public.
It's bold to go out, and it makes me feel like it's probably somebody, maybe a staffer, because we saw them walking around for a few blocks in West Hollywood. So.
Yeah.
I'm with you, Harvey. I was stunned to see him out. I mean, he is risking potentially getting yelled at, made fun of, all sorts of bad things coming his way. It had to be, I think you're right, Charles, a really controlled environment for him to be willing to do this.
It is really interesting that he would venture out this way. And look, the grand jury is meeting right now. I will be stunned if he's not indicted.
They don't find something that they're gonna, we don't know we know what they are trying to find,
but given they got a search warrant for it, which means they found probable cause, and given that the prosecutor has free reign before a grand jury, they're bringing alleged victims in and all, it is not hard to indict somebody. And so I would be stunned if that doesn't happen.
By the way, as for why he would be out here on the West Coast, it could be for business, but also his kids, while he has been in Miami all this time, most of his kids have been here in LA, so it could be that he's out here for a family, some sort of family event as well.
Anyway, that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned and we will catch you in the next video.